Alright, welcome back to KSP. This is my third time recording this part, just like the last part was, except this time, while I was recording, I just kept experiencing really stupid mistakes, such as completely overshooting the target. Because some reason, either a small lag spike during time compression, or miscalculating where I'm clicking. But today I'm trying to send another subscriber into space, this time a little more ambitious than the last one. Amy, Ohio here is going to be sent to lunar orbit, around the moon, to do some science and then come back home. It takes a long time because I can't actually use time compression during the launch, as it causes the ship to act really weirdly. It's kind of annoying, but oh well. I just put these boosters on, see if I can speed it up a little bit. Hopefully I can. We're about to find out, though. So, let's throttle up. And, while I'm on the ground, let's see if I can spot this. There's a little Easter egg over here. Right there. You see a little black dot? That's a thing from 2001 Space Odyssey. Can't really get too close to it for some reason. Zoom is way too sensitive. But it's got the squad logo, the people who made this game. A little monkey face. And I know this particular subscriber likes monkeys, so I wish I could show that a little better, but that little white flash there is actually the outline of a monkey, the Squad company logo. I'll try to superimpose a picture of it to this video or something right here. Alright, well, anyway. Let's see if we can actually get this to the moon this time. Before we do that, the object of this mission is to collect a lot of science. That's not enough science to make it worthwhile. That is also very, very loud. And we get more science now. Yeah, that's a decent amount of science. Our solid fuel boosters are overheating, but they should be out of fuel before they explode. So basically all you guys missed so far is several failed attempts to get this thing to cooperate. Just like the other subscriber, this does look a bit like male anatomy. That is completely unintentional, but funny nonetheless. I guess I will be plowing you into the moon. Wow, okay, this does not control very well. Thinking maybe I took some damage. Let's launch these off. Let's begin our gravity return to about right there. Very interesting look to this rocket. Let's get some more sciences. It's our apoapsis. Our apoapsis is doing pretty good. I think I'm going to go to... I'm going to try to go to about 130 for our apoapsis before we begin orbital burn. This has got to be very, very exciting for you, viewer. But what you're going to do, I'm going to make sure let you guys see all of the gameplay, so you know I'm not cheating, or that way you can actually experience the game in its entirety. As I suffer, you're going to suffer with me. Not that this is really suffering. I've wasted a lot of hours on this game because I enjoy it. It gets a little tedious at times, but nonetheless, it's very enjoyable and in-depth. And yeah, well, if you don't like it, you can just skip forward. In the meantime, I'm showing the entire process of launching all of my subscribers into space. This should be a very fruitful mission. Resource-wise, I should get a good bit of science out of this, a lot of R&D. Excuse me. And be very beneficial. Just put it that way. I'm putting my subscribers to work. Let's go ahead and crank this out a little bit more. Go until it's about right there on the fuel. The idea of this is just to make my orbital burn easier on me. Get a nice high orbit. Which will make the translunar burn a little easier, a little less expansion required to go to the Mun here. Just need to line this up. Of course, this thing's got a really fat ass on it, so it takes a while to turn. I am fortunately out of the atmosphere by now. And I overshot that by a good bit. Would you like to cooperate with me here, Amy Probe? Damn it, Amy! Why you gotta be so difficult to turn? I'm not actually complaining, I'm just being goofy. This is just the nature of the beast when it comes to these massive rockets. These massive phallic-looking objects. Estimated burn time of 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Jeez. We better start the burn now, then. This is not going to be as smooth of an orbit that I have planned out here, but at least it'll be an orbit. It'll be a fairly high altitude orbit. You know, like the rental car company. Didn't I make that joke in the last video? Probably. What do you expect? We're not Hertz. I could just get rid of this now. It's not helping me any. Once we get into lunar orbit, we'll be doing crew reports and using that science lab right here. And then we're going to store the data, then we're going to get this part back home. Just kick away that old canister. It's a little easier to turn now that we dropped off some of that extra weight and length. Okay, we have almost achieved orbit. Okay, almost in full orbit. Let's get the nice stable orbit going. 148, 158. It's close enough. So now we can enhance that. Let's take a look at our resources. Okay, we got 3/4 of this fuel tank. That should be enough to get to the moon and into orbit. Let's Let's take one of these mystery goo canisters and observe it. Should be developing a good bit of science. There's the Mun. That is our goal. Set that as the target. Thinking right about here to plant our man waver. Yeah. We need... What am I doing here? Not doing what I'm wanting to do. Come on. That is not enough. That will actually put us into the moon's surface. When I just want to intersect with it. Just trying to intersect the orbit. Alright, so basically what this is going to do. So we're going to come out through here. And as we come through here, it's going to grab us and we're going to come around the moon and we're going to be orbiting like this. That's the plan, at least. 26 minutes till burn. It's 26 minutes to chew the fat. So, how you guys have been? Huh? How you guys have been? How have you guys been? Is much better English. English is my native language, but I still suck at speaking it sometimes. If I line this up, it would be much more helpful. There we go. Nope. Stop swaying. Nice, serene music. So we want to burn at T-minus 23 seconds, roughly. Excuse me for the coughing there. A lot of pollen in the air, so I got a lot of sinus drainage going on. Very, very annoying. Of course, we have the solar panels up top here, so once we go in there to the sunlight, we'll recharge our solar power, or batteries. We'll recharge our solar power, makes no sense. Please do not learn English from watching these videos. You will just embarrass yourself. Okay, we can start putting that down to 5x. Time compression. Get ready for burn. And burn. Beginning translunar injection burn. Big scientific terms, I know. It's okay, that just means that we're burning in such a way that we're throwing ourselves away from the home planet to intersect with the lunar orbit. Come on. Come on. A little bit more. A little bit more. That looks a little wide. But oh well. No, we'll come through here. We'll hit here, and we will go through. And if we don't enter orbit, then by the time we reach here, then our new Kerbin orbit will be this. So let's hope that that doesn't happen. Because that would suck. We have about a day's worth. That's not that helpful. We won't have to actually slow down too much, only about 200 meters per second to enter lunar orbit. Which is good. We use that to plan when we need to burn. So let's go ahead and accelerate time. A little bit faster than that. Not too fast, though. When we get about halfway, we're going to do another goo observation. Alright, let's do another goo observation. observe this here mystery goop. We're already generating over 100 science, I believe, on this mission. We are 5 hours away from burn. There's the Mun coming closer. It looks like we're really close, but we are not, in fact, really close. We are still a good bit away from the Mun. There's the Mun. There's us. We are a good bit of ways from it. As soon as we hit here, we will be in the Mun's gravitational pull. As soon as we hit this point, which should not be long. And then once we hit here, is when we're going to want to do our retrograde burn to enter Mun orbit. Come on, a little bit faster. Entering Mun's gravitational pull now. Alright, so we are now going this way, as we've been sucked in by the Mun. Let's plan another man waver here. And that's a pretty good orbit, I think. So let's see if we can do this without screwing ourselves over. Come on and rotate, please. Rotate faster. Stop rotating. Stop rotating. No! Alright. Didn't overshoot that too terribly much. We got plenty of time to correct, though. We have an hour and 14 minutes to get this thing perfectly lined up if we wanted to. But I just want to get it close. I could technically enter orbit right now, and I'll be like right here by the time I enter the orbit. It'll take a lot of fuel. And this will be like coming through here and doing this little really sharp, uncontrollable orbit. And that's not what I'm wanting. I'm wanting a nice smooth, as circular as I can get it orbit. So we have a 7-second burn, which means that I want to burn at about T-minus 3 seconds. Or somewhere around there. As long as it's close to that, I don't think it matters too horribly much. We are approaching burn time right about now. And as soon as this connects, I want to stop. We're in lunar orbit. Congratulations, Amy. You have got me into lunar orbit at a wonderful angle. Got the Mun. You got the Kerbal planet there. Sun is being blocked from our solar panels, so we're not actually, regenerating our batteries or anything. So thank you, Amy, for ruining that for us. Going to take some mystery goop. Let's review that data again. Seems to be less dense here. Alright. Let's do a crew report. We can get 100% by transmitting from here. I'm going to do that. That way I can take another crew report if I wanted to. What do we have here? Oh, we got that done. Awesome. Achieve orbit. Of course, we've orbited Kerbin. Still need to land on the Mun and recover scientific data from the surface of the Mun. But we will do that later. Right now, I want to lessen my orbit screw it, I could just do it from here. I want to go into a close Mun orbit. Why do I want to go into a close Mun orbit? You will see. Now, the Mun doesn't actually have an atmosphere, so I can get pretty close to the surface and not have to worry about it, as long as I don't run into a mountain. But this is pretty close. If you don't mind... I should have done on the other side, but I was impatient. I'm stupid, so now I had to burn extra fuel in order to return home. So as you can see, we are very, very close to the Mun. We have one goo container left, and I am going to observe that goo container. 60 science. Let's observe the material bay. 150 science for that. And a crew report. Yeah, let's go ahead and transmit that. Awesome. Now I'm going to do something very, very brave. Oh, I need a astronaut complex upgrade. Let's go to the Space Center then. Let's see if we can do this while we have the flight in process. Astronaut complex. Cost 35,000. Let's go to the tracking station. Let's go back to this mission. Can we do an EVA now? Because I'm pretty sure that this EVA is going to be worth something. It is. Oh, it so is. So there you go, Amy. You got us to the Mun orbit, low orbit, lots of science. Going to be a lot of prestige for that. The next goal is to get you back there, and we have plenty of fuel to do it with. So basically, what we need to do is we need to do a transkerbal burn to go from lunar orbit into orbit around the Kerbal planet there of Kerbin, and then retrograde burn from orbit into the atmosphere, set off the parachute, and you're home. So let's plan that. Let us begin. It's a pretty big orbit, I know, but it doesn't have to be great for this. It just has to be Kerbin orbit. And then we'll just retrograde. It won't take much to burn out of that. Come on. Line up, damn it. Alright, let's kill this hour. Let's kill this hour a little bit faster than that. Almost there. You know, I'm pretty sure that I'm close enough that I could just do this. If I can get this to cooperate. This ought to put me into Kerbin orbit. There we go. We are going to Kerbin orbit very shortly. 3, 2, 1, and we are in Kerbin orbit right now. Alright, so what do we do to get out of Kerbin orbit? We gotta find the retrograde burn. That's the prograde burn. We don't want the prograde burn. That'll just increase our orbit and put us out to Minimus or something. Which would be great, but I need to launch another rocket so I can have all the science facilities available for it. That might be the next. I think the next mission will actually be hopefully to actually land on the Mun and collect some data and leave the Kerbal there, because that sounds hilarious. So we burn this. That would have put us back on the Mun. Another Mun. I think we are out of fuel for that stage. We are. Alright, this is much quicker to turn now. Come on. Turn the SAS back, but I don't know why the SAS was not on. Alright. So now we just gotta wait for Kerbin impact. We are now heading straight for the surface of Kerbin. We have 150 science racked up for this. Seems kind of weird. Seems to me that we should have more science than that, unless maybe jettisoning all those little parts actually made us lose our data, but it should be stored in the crab in there. The crabbin. I got the crabbins. We are entering Kerbin atmosphere. We are in Kerbin atmosphere. We are going very, very fast in through the Kerbin atmosphere. Okay. Slowing down. That was a bit worrisome there. But we can jettison that. We can send out the parachute. It'll deploy in about 100 meters. Maybe 200. No, maybe more. There we go. And Amy has made it to lunar orbit and back. As soon as she lands. Is she going to land? Sometime today, Amy. Here we go. So I know that was really exciting commentary on my part. But what do you expect? Let's recover that vessel. Recover that vessel. We only gained 80 science, even though I know we've had a lot more than that. I guess I need to actually return all of that science equipment. That sucks. Oh well. No biggie. We've gained no reputation for that, apparently. So we managed to make it to lunar orbit and back and gained no reputation. Wow. I feel kind of ripped off. What's the condition of this? It looks like I'm in good condition. Right, okay. So yes, you can actually have these things get destroyed and stuff. It's quite entertaining. While we're here, let's go ahead and do some research. there I am saying let's go ahead and again more levels. There's some landing struts, but I already have landing struts. Space exploration, mobile processing lab, thermometers, advanced rocketry. That could be good. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get the advanced rocketry. Let's get this. Oh, hell yeah. Build some big-ass rockets now. I think we need... That's useful. Very, not super useful. Not as useful as the extending ladders. If I get this, I can start building some space planes. By space planes, I mean in-atmosphere planes. If I get both of these. Should be useful for exploring Kerbin. I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and again. I'm also running really low on money. Gonna have to figure out what to do about that. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. That was me sending a subscriber to the moon and back. And next time I will try to land a subscriber on the moon. So I will see you then. Till next time.